this roof. I'll check over here. You sure she's not on this?
Right over here! Look!
Following more than 30 hours of gameplay, I'm confident in sharing that you get what you give in The Last of Us Part 2. The ultimate way to experience the now critically acclaimed sequel is bound to playing on Survivor, the game's hardest difficulty available at launch. This isn't to say you can't enjoy the game on an easier setting, and the accessibility features Naughty Dog have included are outstanding. However, if you're eager to be fully immersed in the world, narrative, and stakes they've established, I promise you won't be disappointed by the challenge. I played on moderate from beginning to end of my initial playthrough. Seeing as moderate equates to normal, I figure it's the standard experience designed for the majority of players. That may be the case, but I quickly discovered it's a relatively pleasant stroll through the death and decay of Seattle. The abundance of materials scattered throughout the world feels as though the streets had never been scavenged, and enemy AI is significantly reduced. Naughty Dog have designed a grounded, realistic world inhabited by remarkably well-written and realized characters. There are many heartwarming, joyful, and funny moments throughout this harrowing tale, but the dark story and dangerous world they've established can be severely undercut by a mediocre gameplay experience that you're in full control of preventing. I catered every one of my weapon and ability upgrades towards stealth during my first playthrough. I only fired a gun, shot an arrow, or tossed a Molotov when absolutely necessary. As a result, my bag was often full. I couldn't scavenge the majority of supplies I discovered. Moderate also enabled me to cheese many stealth and combat scenarios. At that level, enemies are borderline inept. You're often able to cross their field of vision without being spotted or hunker down in a corner and pick them off as they discover the corpses of their fallen comrades. It's an odd experience that juxtaposes the high stakes of the narrative. But whether dealing with warring factions or infected, some areas prevent you from taking advantage of slow reaction times, and I did experience some incredible unscripted moments. Story beats and set pieces break up the monotony, but the loop of exploring, scavenging, and killing a group of enemies tends to drag toward the latter half of the game. It may be a surprise to hear that I mostly enjoyed the gameplay through my moderate adventure, but I've grown to love it on Survivor. Crafting materials are scarce and exploration is pivotal, resulting in more rewarding and relieving discoveries. At times, enemies or environmental puzzles stand between you and those supplements you need for your next upgrade. On moderate or easier, facing them's a breeze. On Survivor, risk and reward factors are monumental. You're forced to strategize every encounter, leading to a more engaging moment-to-moment experience. Naturally, you're always short on ammo. Not only must you use every weapon in your arsenal to survive gunfights, but you'll always question if it's better to sneak past a group or kill them to collect a couple bullets. Enemies can spot you in an instant. They're more accurate, they flank more aggressively, and their melee combos are more complicated. Damage inflicted on survival is devastating, making your decision to craft a health kit, suppressor, or Molotov all the more stressful. You're also prevented from grabbing enemies from the front as they approach the corner you're hiding behind. On easier difficulties, you have ample time to hang on to enemies for cover. On Survivor, you have mere seconds to make a decision before they break free. These aspects significantly improve both combat and stealth sequences. Regardless of the difficulty, it's impossible to fully upgrade all of your weapons and abilities in one playthrough. Upgrades undeniably assist you on moderate, but each are paramount on Survivor. You may spend minutes choosing between increasing the damage of your revolver or improving the stability of your rifle. Fortunately, Naughty Dog have provided several parameters for adjusting difficulty, including your vulnerability, the aggressiveness of enemies and allies, their vigilance during stealth, and the scarcity of resources. If you prefer discovering locations brimming with scavenging materials but facing enemies with unrelenting brutality, you're able to do so. I prefer all or nothing, but some players are bound to take advantage of the options. Overall, playing on Survival is a more engaging, thrilling, and rewarding gameplay experience. There is so much more I could say about the gameplay, but I hope what I've shared encourages you to embrace a harder difficulty from the onset. I want you to enjoy what Naughty Dog have accomplished to the fullest extent, and I can assure you this is the way to do it. If you're playing the game, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. For more Last of Us Part 2 content, you can check out our full review or multiple gameplay videos on our channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to COG Connected for all things gaming, and for news, reviews, features, and more, visit us at cogconnected.com.